Stop. Before you spend a single dollar on a GPU in 2026, this video will save you. It might save you from wasting hundreds of dollars on the wrong GPU, because 3 of the cards I'm about to show you are being sold for $20 to $80 more than they're actually worth, right now, today. And one of them has a name that still sounds premium, but benchmarks that tell a completely different story. 7 GPUs, real numbers, real alternatives. Let's go. Quick thing before we start. I'm not here to trash manufacturers. I'm here to give you the data they don't want you to see. Some of these were great cards once. Some were never good. And one of them, you'll see later, is a genuinely decent GPU being sold at a price that stopped making sense 2 years ago. Stay until GPU 6. That one surprises people every time. Number 1. RTX 3050. In Cyberpunk 2077 at 1080p medium, 47 FPS average. In Call of Duty MW3, 61 FPS with dips to 38. In Alan Wake 2 at low settings, 42 FPS. This is a $160 card in 2026. And for $170, just $10 more, the RX 6600 averages 78 FPS in the same titles, significantly higher performance in real games. But DLSS performance at 1080p renders at 540p. That's not a feature, that's an admission that the card can't handle the job on its own. At that point, you're trading image quality just to stay playable. That's not value, that's marketing. At this price, you're paying more for the logo than the performance. Verdict: the RX 6600 exists. There's no reason to buy the RTX 3050. Number 2. GTX 1660 Super. No DLSS, no Tensor Cores, no DX12 Ultimate. In Hogwarts Legacy at 1080p, 49 FPS average. In Starfield, struggles to hold 45 FPS consistently. And sellers are charging $130 to $150 used in 2026. For that exact money, you can find a used RX 6600, which averages 72 FPS in the same tests, more performance, same price, and it actually supports modern APIs. The 1660 Super's reputation is worth more than the card is right now. That's what you're paying for. Verdict: outdated, overpriced. The RX 6600 makes this obsolete at the same cost. All right, 3 down. And I already know what some of you are thinking. Okay, those are just budget traps. The mainstream stuff is fine. No, the next 4 are worse because people still defend them. Let's fix that. Number 4, RTX 2060. Not a bad GPU by itself. DLSS 2, hardware ray tracing, solid Turing architecture, but only 6 GB of VRAM. In Forza Horizon 5 at 1080p Ultra, VRAM exceeded, textures drop. In Resident Evil 4 Remake at medium settings, consistent frame drops. In Starfield, averages 48 FPS at 1080p medium. 2026 titles are worse. And sellers on the market are asking $140 to $160 for it in 2026. For that same money, you can find a used RX 6650 XT, 8 GB VRAM, 20 to 30% faster in real games, and supports FSR3 with fluid motion frames. The RTX 2060 isn't the problem. The price people are charging for it is.
You're paying 2026 money for 2019 limitations. Verdict: not worth it above $100. Below that, acceptable. Above, walk away.
Number 5, RX 580 and RX 590. 2017 architecture, 150 to 185 watts of power draw. In 2026 titles, averaging 38 to 44 FPS at 1080p medium. But the real issue isn't FPS. It's frame pacing. In The Last of Us and Hogwarts Legacy, frame time variance is so inconsistent that 50 FPS average feels worse than 40 FPS on a modern card. And you're paying $7 to $12 per month more in electricity compared to a modern equivalent. Over 2 years, that's $170 in power costs alone, on a card you bought because it was cheap. For $110 to $130 used, a modern alternative like the RX 6600 or RTX 2060 Super delivers smoother performance, better efficiency, and modern driver support. Verdict: the electricity bill makes this decision for you. Move on. We're almost there. This is where most people get it wrong. GPU 6 has a spec sheet that sounds impressive, and sellers know exactly how to use that against you. And GPU 7 is the only card on this list I believe should never have been sold to gamers at any price. Last two, let's finish this. Number 6, RTX 3060. The 12GB VRAM is real, I won't pretend it isn't. Handles 1080p well. Decent 1440p, still functional in 2026. But here's the number that breaks this card's value. It launched in February 2021. Right now, it's still selling used for $180 to $220 in most markets. Specs don't equal value. For $200, the same money, the RX 6650 XT gives you 8GB VRAM, FSR3 support, and 15 to 20% better rasterization across modern titles. For $220, the RTX 4060 is in reach. DLSS3 with frame generation, AUTA architecture, and efficiency that makes the 3060 feel like last decade, because it is. The RTX 3060 is not a bad card. It's a card being sold at a price that only made sense in 2022. Verdict: below $150, still solid. Above $160, it's simply outclassed. Number 7, RX 6400. This isn't a bad deal. This is a mistake. In Cyberpunk 2027 at 1080p low, 31 FPS average. In Fortnite at 1080p performance mode, 58 FPS with drops to 29. In Call of Duty at low settings, 44 FPS with consistent stutters. 4GB VRAM, PCIe X4, no hardware encoder, costs $100 to $110 new. For the same $100 used, cards like the RX 6600 or even RTX 2060 destroy it in performance, over 60% better across every single one of those titles. More VRAM, full PCIe bandwidth, hardware encoder included. This card was never designed for modern gaming workloads. Someone put a gaming sticker on it and hoped buyers wouldn't check. You checked. Most people don't. Verdict: the worst GPU on this list. Do not buy it at any price for any build under any circumstance. 7 cards, 1 pattern. Old hardware, inflated prices, and marketing that bets on you not doing your homework. The 4 rules that protect you every time. 1. Benchmark in your actual games, not Cinebench, not 3D Mark. 2. Always check what $10 or $20 more gets you. The jump is usually significant. 3. 8GB VRAM minimum in 2026, non-negotiable. 4. Compare new versus used before assuming used is cheaper. Those 4 rules make every trap on this list irrelevant. If this video saved you money, subscribe right now. Next week, the best GPUs to actually buy in 2026. Every budget, every use case. Benchmarked and compared honestly. Under $150, mid-range, high-end. All of it with real numbers just like today. That video is the other half of this one. If you don't watch it, you're only getting half the answer. Drop a comment with the GPU you were about to buy. I read every single one. The difference between a smart build and a wasted budget is knowing what to avoid. Make sure you're one of them.